Chicago is a world-class city. A world-class city. And guess what? It's not doing world-class education.
Destination nowhere. Look for me, I'll be there.
Education in America is one of the major reasons why I want to run for mayor of Chicago. Obviously, I don't want to be mayor of Chicago at all. But the only reason I would run, and maybe I am going to run, is because I'm tired of not having those kids learn stuff. In Crenshaw High School in California, only 3% of the kids are at grade level when it comes to math. Only 3%. That's insane. That's crazy. Chicago's not much better. More than half drop out. It's awful. And of those that stay, their level of education suffers. Now that's not all of Chicago. You got Lane Tech, which is a premium school. Far above average, great teachers, great institution. They don't put up with crap. You're gonna learn or you're out of here. You have to actually test into that school. If you're not smart enough, you don't go, period, unless you're connected to the politics. So, I think all schools should be above average in Chicago. Chicago is a world-class city. A world-class city. And guess what? It's not doing world-class education. Right now, we're failing these children. We see the results. Thousands of people get shot a year. That's not cool. That's like a third world country. It's insane. We got a lot of unemployment in Chicago. We got a lot of underemployment in Chicago. You know, you don't have to have an education to make it, but it sure does help. And in the poor communities, whether you're black or white or Hispanic, I don't care what you are, you need a good education if you're gonna make those six-figure incomes, those $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 incomes, whether it's on the board of trade, whether it's in science, whether it's in math, with running actuarials or whatever. There's so much money out there for people that know things. Drives me crazy. The other thing is trades. There used to be trades in the school. Electronics, wood shop, you had metal shop, you had automotive, you had home making and baking and things like that. These were home economics. That was important. That was important for life. That was important so that people could make a living. Why in the world aren't we training our children to be strong and mighty? These kids aren't idiots. Just because they're poor don't mean they're stupid. Instead, they're stuck in terrible schools that don't produce. I want every school in Chicago to be above average in the national scoring in all of the key elements. And until that happens, don't vote for one Democrat. Not even one. Not even the dog catcher. Because Democrats have run Chicago for 100 years. They've had all the opportunity, all the power. And instead, they've allowed generation after generation to suffer, and it's only getting worse. They think it's fine for someone to drop out of high school. It's fine for someone that doesn't know how to read at their grade level. It's fine for someone who doesn't know how to do math at their grade level. That's insanity. That's a guaranteed failure for the next generation. Now you're gonna ask me, well, what about the 20-year-old kids that already went through it, or the 30-year-old kids, or people that went on through it already? You know what? They know that education is important by the time they're 30. I tell you, have them escort those kids back and forth to school, because they know if their brothers, their sisters, their nephews, their nieces, their kids, their sons and daughters go to school and get a good education, they got a chance at that $100,000 or $200,000 or $300,000 job that they don't have a chance for, but their kids or their relatives can, or their neighbors can. There's no reason for poverty in Chicago. It's a fixed game. There are so few people that make so much money on the poor. It should be outlawed. I think it's very important to begin the fight with a simple premise. Until all the grade schools are above average, every one of them, Don't vote for any Democrats. I guarantee you vote them out, they'll do anything to get back in power, including making sure your kids get an education. They won't stand for it. They'll hate it. They'll do every maneuver in the world to stop it. And the way you stop it, get our kids a good education. When the children don't have a future, that's the line. No more Democrats at all until every grade school, every high school in the borders of Chicago is above the national average. Every one of them. You short even one school, you don't vote for Democrats. And I guarantee you, Democrats will fix this. They'll talk to the teachers. They'll talk to whoever it's got to be to make sure these kids learn. And that's what they need. They need a chance. Give them a chance. Come on. Just so you know, I don't hate Democrats. I hate some of their policies because they're racist. I hate some of their policies because they don't work and they hurt poor people. Like $5 a gallon gas. That hurts poor people. It doesn't hurt rich people at all. It hurts the poor. We got trillions of dollars worth of corporations here and people making money. Put it into the kids. Fire, put in jail, execute, do whatever you got to do. If these administrators and principals and superintendents and teachers can't teach, get them out, get someone else that can. Every school above average, period. That's all I got to say about that. Subscribe, make a comment. If you're a teacher and you're not pissed off that a lot of kids aren't getting educated, you need to quit. You're part of the problem. And if you're in the trenches and you're working hard and your kids are learning, keep at it and get a raise. I want you to be successful, but I don't want you screwing around at the expense of the kids.